What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are going to power rate Raquel Rodriguez. Rusty, can I start with confession? Can I start with
Yes,
confession?
you may.
Yeah. You did the break it down and the 3 minute move set for her. I have her. In fact,
Yeah.
I have her at 6-star bronze on my roster. I have never once added a trainer to her. I have never once
Oh my God.
changed her moves. Well, that's not true.
Okay.
I think I set up the basic move set when I bought the 4-star version or whatever.
Right.
Because the tours that you have to use her for don't require her to be very powerful. So I've just made sure she's had a good
Yeah.
finisher on her, 99 MP, and gone. So this is literally as weird as it is to say, considering I've now done dozens and dozens of matches with this character. This will be the first time I've actually looked at her move set at all.
Yeah, so yeah, and that's kind of the blessing and the curse of 99 MP. Like you don't have to put a lot of thought into what you do. You can just kind of
Right.
mash out a move set, and then and you can add right? So that's where I think Raquel is for a lot of the community. Very few in the community, I think, have her at 6-star yet, unless they bought a jumpstart pass
That was the
or some
secret.
sort of really lucky, yeah, maybe a really lucky pull from the MLC loot. Um, so I also have her 99 MP, and I've not used many trainers, but I do think Raquel has some very synergistic move sets. So
Ooh.
she's not like Brutus Creed. Brutus Creed just you just throw some moves on, and he's really funky and high MP charge, and you kind of hope you can get through it.
Yeah.
Raquel's actually designed really well.
Okay.
Now the damage output may not be what you want. Just reminder she's a B tier superstar, but she's got a great hardcore move. She's got a great sub move. She's got the ability to drain health and steal health several different ways.
Yep.
And she's got the ability to make juggernaut gems. Very few freebies make juggernauts. So
Yeah, that's true.
she's pretty flexible, versatile. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so how do I, being a novice to Raquel, how do I run her? What are we setting up? Because you can see I didn't do the preview. I like on this candy store account, I've literally never even looked at her on here, so I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, gosh. And you know what? I want to say, if does the chat have any ideas before we blast it out? Because we are on stream today, but you can do. Mm, so I think it depends on how do you want to get her loaded, right? Do you want to do choose gems to get her loaded, or do you want to do a sub move to get her loaded? Um,
Let's see. B Rock says
yeah.
jumping splash, snap suplex, corkscrew elbow.
Hmm.
Let me just read. Let me just look
Yeah.
at this real
So
quick and see what it says. So, jumping splash, make 9 random gems into juggernauts. That's nice. That will steal up to 1 million health. So you're stealing 9 million health. You can add Seth and Goldberg. That'd still only be like 14 million health twice, and then make 7 random gems black at the end. Snap suplex, deal 500k damage, make 35 random gems yellow, so that's going to end our turn if the opponent's technician.
right.
And then trap gems, make 35 gems trap. If broken by your opponent, steal health. If broken by you, steal health. So, yeah. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
see. Let me think. Jumping splash. So at least they're out of order. Snap suplex needs to be the last one on this if we do it that way.
Right.
But what's taking the Juggernaut gems down, and why are we running that? Other than just the steel health aspect.
Because you're gonna make 7 into black. Well, no. Uh, you're gonna have to swipe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like if we reorder these real quick, so that the snap suplex is on the bottom. So we're going to make 35 gems into trap, which we're then going to make into yellow. So that's going to do that. It's going to steal health, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, I guess just the jumping
So
splash is odd to me on that one.
okay, so well, here's where the jumping splash makes sense to me, and I would say my 99 MP build that I've been doing is corkscrew elbow. So I load the board with traps, and then I make my juggernauts with the jumping splash, and then I hit the power bomb to decrease the juggernauts to make all the black gems that then blow up the traps that then steal all the health. That's not going to be a post
Right.
99 friendly build.
That's what I
So
was
what you
concerned
would
about.
need,
Yeah.
yeah, what you would need to do is have the running clothesline first. It would need to be black, purple, purple. Um, and you're getting into choose gem territory, right? Which means either cascade risk or you're gonna have to use Hollywood Hogan as the coach to help negate the cascade risk. Um, so so while that might be the build with the lowest readiness. I mean, the highest readiness score. Um, Triple yellow feels, I don't know, maybe like the way to go, but I know starting with a sub move is controversial in this community. So
It
if we're gonna
is.
have to pick our now, she's B tier. This is why we have this conundrum because she's B tier.
Right.
So they're not gonna give her a MP charge move. They're not gonna give her a 10 black MP for 3 purple. They're not gonna
Right.
do that because then that would make her A tier, right? Then she'd be
Or F
easy to
tier.
use and efficient, a great feuder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. And so just the clarification for the comments we're seeing in there, we always power rate post 99 MP. So we can't use moves that have 7 charge and 9 charge unless we can
Totally
put
agree.
it with like Roxanne, Mello, or Breaker, and another
Right.
trainer that makes that work. So that one, yeah. So I think you're right. I think we either have to run black, purple, purple, or triple yellow. You do have the
Yeah.
botch gems and the
Now,
botch finisher that you could use as well, but you're just basically making botch in
yes.
black.
Now the botch move set is great, but it will require rare plates. It will
Oh,
require the botch flap plate or the big botch man plate or both to get the damage threshold as high as we would want it to be. And really that's how every botch superstar is. Like botch is great, but you have to make multis or you have to boost overall gym damage from the botch for it to
okay.
really be. Um,
So
so
then
you
you're
can we
saying
can we
we're
can
going to run a
raise
triple yellow.
it well or black purple purple, which I really like, but again, it's cascade risk. So pick your poison.
So
I
black,
think the
purple, purple if
damage.
you run with. Okay.
I'll just say damage output's similar, about the same.
Okay, well, if the damage output is similar, then we go with what's going to be the most ready for most players. Black, purple, purple is going to require mellow, or at least mellow would be a big jump on that.
Black purple purple also feels similar to Radical Seth in the fact that you're hoping to fill those moves and wishing you large move.
Okay.
So I just thought you can try triple yellow. It is straight up. You're gonna load the board with multis. You're gonna lay down more traps. I mean, load the board with
Leech gems.
leech. And you're
Hmm.
gonna add more traps, and then you're gonna blow it up yellow. And you got a great hard that's gonna really hurt technicians too.
Okay. Well, like I say, I'm good either way. I mean, if we want to run triple yellow, I mean, that does hit the essence of what B Rock's moveset was that he said was hitting surprisingly hard. Again, it's, 99 MP. We can't put the purple move in there, but, post 99 MP, that is, which is now after this month, which is weird. It is weird to me that that is all we get now. Let's see. Trap gems do 100. So
Yeah.
Michelle is moves that steal health, and yellow moves start with. Do we steal health? We do. Okay, so yeah, let's put Michelle in here.
Yeah, the trap. Yeah, so the traps are going to still health, and it feels like that's where a lot of her damage is going to come from.
Okay.
So like Kofi, Michelle, maybe Shinsuke.
Yeah, and
I don't
Shinsuke was on the
know.
prize wall, so anybody who maxes the MLC now gets Shinsuke, which is oop, don't look at that.
Right?
Frick. Don't look at that. Dang it.
And then you've got to decide what that fourth coach should be. Should it be Leech or should it be Health Steal or should it be Yellow Gym Damage? I don't know. I don't know what the best use of Trap, Yellow, or Leech, or it's a coach, so it's probably not anyone that does it all.
Well, as we talked about things that so there's leech gems do 100% more damage, but that makes the leech
Right,
it doesn't leech more health. It makes the gem that the
right,
leech is sitting on do. I'm not finding
right.
Shinsuke, which means he's in the move damage category.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's damage. He's actually grayed out. He's listed as doesn't work on her.
oh, okay. Well, maybe. Oh, but he's in move damage. You're saying.
Yeah, move
Okay.
damage, and he's gray.
Well, that's easier to find then. Let's
Yep.
see here. Okay, so oh yeah, there he is, which he does work, but okay, so
Right.
then we got to figure out the other one, and I have to get there very carefully because I already almost showed Drew's trainer ability on screen. So,
Is Slim in the chat? Because he might know if what's the most potent coach. Would it be yellow
wait,
gym damage, leech gym damage, trap gym damage, health steal damage?
since she makes 35 trap gems, I would say trap and yellow are going to be the way to go. So if I've taken it off
Nice.
screen so that way I could get past. Hold on. All right, now as long as I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
stupid about this, I won't show Drew preemptively.
We would
So
love to show you this, but we are. He has not been released yet, so we are building the. In case you're watching this,
right.
on
If they're watching it on YouTube, it'll
um,
be fine because our videos for him will be. I mean, the ban or whatever it's called, the embargo, I think is the right word, will be lifted at that point. But right now, I can't. Let's do zombie or not zombie steamboat. Let's just do steamboat. Trap gems do 100% more damage. I think that's going to be the way to go.
yeah.
Plus, it creates more of them. And, well, frick, it's hard to ignore him. All right, there we go. So we've got that. Then we've got the strap. I'm guessing and thinking that the barber's blades are going to be the way to go, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yellow barbers,
Okay.
I think, are going to be fantastic. I think if you wanted to get spicy, you could do a yellow rumble, or you could do LA. Any of the yellow boost would probably also be good. But then add to one more rare thing. But she's
Right.
B tier, guys, and sometimes you have to use those rare things to get meta relevant damage out of your B tiers.
Well, let's start without an ultimate plate, just because what you're saying is absolutely true. But our readiness would come
Yeah,
way down. Versus, let's see where she starts with this, and then we can add a rumble plate if we want to. The reason I think the barber plate is fair game is because everybody got to choose at least one. So
yeah,
they are rare, but they're definitely not because everybody like it just matters which color you picked. So obviously, if you didn't pick yellow, but otherwise you got a free one, and you kind of got a second one in another one of the events as well. So
right.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think I have like six black ones
Oh
and
my
one
gosh.
green. So
Well, the black ones are the original one, right? So that's why he has that
yeah,
many of those.
yeah.
Yeah. But so we're gonna
But I think
start.
the
Let's
free one,
see. Do we want her to break our traps? We do want her to break our traps, or us. So we're gonna start by laying down the trap gems anyway, because if she breaks them, it does the
yeah,
same thing as if we break them,
right,
and that's a
which is
lot
the
of
health
them.
steal, which is very cool to steal that health.
Right. Well, let's see how well it does. She's got 75 million health, and now she has 68. So that didn't take away too much, but we're about to break all the gems. So we're going to do bonus damage. I'm sorry, we're going to do damage. We're going to make 35 yellow. If they were a technician, we would do bonus damage per trap gem. So obviously, if you're going up against technician, that's another aspect to this. But just up against a regular non-technician character, she did about 8 million damage, and now she's done 23. So she did about 32 million damage, 33 million damage total with that.
And it doesn't it feel like this is a variable because depending on how many of the traps get broken with the sub,
Right.
that it feels like that damage is going to be really hard to consistently predict.
It is. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. So I mean if you want to run her the black purple purple way, if you've got time before you got to drop the kids off, otherwise I think this is a fair estimate of
Sure,
where
we're good.
she actually is.
Yeah, we can try the power bomb and the juggernaut. Sure.
I do like the fact that you steal health no matter how the trap gems are broken. So even like on the pin right there, I
Yeah.
stole her health, which was nice.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of the damage right there as well. It was
My
still
thought
only
was this
15
is a really
million.
I think it's a really cool move set for boss battle because the sub's not even going to hit. So you'll just get to load the board and spam the board yellow and load the like it's that's going to be a really nice if those boosts are ever available for boss battle.
Yeah. Yeah, that I mean that makes total sense. I 100% agree. So that would be the accessible build. So what you're saying is if we did do you want to do the botch build to show what that would be, or do you want
Mm,
to, cuz I don't want to show off
no,
all of
no,
them.
let's move. I think let's move black, purple, purple. Let's go running clothesline is move,
Okay.
and jumping splash is move two.
Okay, and then the power bomb.
Mom is move three. Yep.
Okay.
Entourage. We've got some flexibility here, but I think Carmelo is the must.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Um,
That's gonna be a rare thing, but he's not. I mean, he's not as rare. They are starting to sell that generation of
I was gonna
trainers.
say they sold Roxanne for $20 this week, so anything's possible. Carmelo might be next week for all we know.
Oh, that would be awesome. And Breaker was pretty
So,
accessible before too, so I think maybe those are finally starting to become not as rare things.
so now you need trainer two, you need Black MP, and you need Hall of Fame Molly would be a great choice.
Okay.
The free choice, or Tori
No, let's
would
do
be
Molly.
the more choice. Yeah, and Molly's going to give you the kick out boost and the health boost as well.
Okay. And then who else? Because now I got to start
Uh,
being careful here.
so I think Nakamura still for the health steal because the two-turn Juggernaut steal is going to deal what is it? It's almost a million health on every countdown,
Okay. Then
and make seven to black
okay.
or
And then
it's
what about the
silver.
last
I'm,
spot?
um,
Open.
so this is the choice of so the new Alliance Austin would be 40% black. Stunning Steve would be 40% black or to all colors. Or you could try Goldberg to make another Juggernaut. I'm not sure which I just don't remember which really gets it there. But probably Austin is when I don't know what to do, I do Austin.
Okay, I was gonna put Goldberg on there, but that's fine. What is the what did the
Oh
Juggernauts
no, go for
do?
it.
So they steal 2 million. So that's
They
going to steal 4 million extra health, basically, twice.
and make the black gems, so fill up the board as well.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So yeah, let's try it that way, and that also saves me having to dodge a couple screens. All right. So then plates. What plates are we doing?
Well, you could be a real jerk and use a drip plate. Just kidding.
No.
Uh, I mean, you got Black Rumble. You got I don't know that there's a plate that's really going to matter here. I think no plate
Okay.
other or Black Rumble is the only plate that would make or Purple Rumble.
Purple
I
Rumble
don't
they
know.
just sold, although it was $100. But let's try it with no plate
Yeah.
first and see if she's in the ballpark for her readiness score. And if she's not, then we can dice the readiness score. Because the challenge always is, okay, we made her hit harder, but her readiness score went down. So we went up in one category, down in another category. That doesn't actually do any good, right?
Right. Yep.
All right, so we're gonna throw. Well, if I can click properly, we're gonna throw the juggernauts first. Then we're going to do the 5 and 3 match, I'm guessing. Right?
Yeah, because we got to fill that 10B finisher, that's a lot.
Yeah. We're going to kill a couple of our juggernauts that way, but I don't know a way around it. Wait, actually. Yeah, that only gets one of them. Okay. All right, so let's try that. So there's your 3 match. There's your 5 match. We didn't. Oh, good. This is going to actually work out nice. Then we're going to put down more juggernaut gems. So she
Like
went
that,
from.
Merrick's. No cap.
Right? All right.
Well,
So
we
she
know
went
he
from.
watches already.
Yeah, Merrick's wasn't watching this right now. Oh, geez. All right. So 75 million. That took her down. Actually, this is hitting a boatload harder. So that took her
Yes.
from 75 million down to 22 million. So that was 50, roughly
Yeah.
50 million.
Over 50
Yeah.
for B tier with no plate. That's pretty good.
Yep. I think that's where we rate her. I think that's the way to go right there. Okay. So let me pull up her rating and then I've got to fix the screen real quick so that you can see it. So you all can see it.
Make sure you hide that Drew.
I know, right?
We're 2 hours from reset, and the Drew videos all go. So
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right. That I love how easy OBS is to resize things. This is so much nicer than what we were using before. Look at that. I've already got us set up and ready to go. Okay, sweet. So, oh, except for I have to move this where I can see it, so hopefully it doesn't kill anything. Nope, it didn't. All right. So for damage, she hit 50 million. So for a 4 on there, it'd have to be 80% or more of 60 million. So that would be 12 million. So she'd have to hit at least 48 million, and she hit more than 48 million, right? So that's a 4. She hit
There you
52,
go.
52 million. Yeah, so that's a 4. That's a 4. Oh,
Not
actually,
every B tier can be. um,
yeah, not every B tier has their day in the sun, but she does.
like, they're not all zombie dom, are they, Lee?
They're not. They're not at all. All right. So then for speed, at least 2 of the following would need to be true. MP charge equal to or less than 6. Moves recycle flawlessly. They actually do. The moves are not 6, though. Animations are quick, resulting in a win in 45 seconds. For a 4, 2 of the following MP charge is 7 or less. Moves recycle flawlessly. Animations are quick, resulting in a win under 60 seconds. And for a 3, the following are true. MP charges 8 or more, but can be offset with common trainers. Moves recycle most of the time. Animations are not overly long, resulting in a win in 1 to 2 minutes. In Feud, 50 million is not going to put him down turn 1. That's going to be the big challenge
Especially with
here.
yeah, and the metal matchup as well to make it even more complicated.
Right. So she has high charge moves that aren't really offset by common trainers. I mean, a little bit with Molly. So I mean, to me, that's got to be a 3 right there, because it's all
Right.
higher
Yeah.
charge. Not going to win turn 1 in feud. At least not with the most sets. So that's a 3. For readiness,
Unless there was yeah, I'm just say without a gear or a moment or something that does not exist.
right?
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, for readiness, character, this is what they need to be ready right out the box turn 1. And Rusty's build on this is fairly ready. I mean, the most controversial thing on there would be maybe Goldberg or maybe Nakamura. But Nakamura, I would say, is no longer rare, no matter what, because he's off the
Right.
charts, or he's on the prize wall for this month. So you're really looking at Mello and Goldberg being your possible rare things. So chat, let us know what you think. Is Mello still rare, considering they're kind of making them available for the $20 mark at this point? Is Mello still rare?
I'm gonna look at something while they let us know. Is like I was thinking his shards were in the keys as well. So it feels like people should be slowly chipping away at Mello from key pulls over the months as well.
Yeah. Hey, Sensei Kreese, how you doing?
Mm, no, Mello is not in the keys, at least this month.
Okay, so if we're counting Mello as rare still, then that means Mello and Goldberg would be 2 rare things, which is a 4. Um, I'm okay with that. I mean,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah, that's fair.
okay, so that's a 4. I mean, that's still pretty fair for that. All right, so now's where we really need the conversational chat from the community. Sensei Kreese, we'll talk your question here in a minute, but get involved and talk to us about, would you use Roxanne in Feud Boss Showdown? That's the question in the comments. We don't have the ability to do polls on our channel, so we can't do it the way we used to do it. So we just need you to type in the chat and let us know. But Rusty, what do you think about? Well, explain versatility and then tell me what you think about her versatility.
Yeah, versatility is the I guess your willingness to take her into competitive formats like boss battle. For me, boss battle's a yes. She can do 2 specialty gym types and clear the board. Showdown, she has that gives you +4 MP. She has a raw link that gives you 1 MP. So like Judgment Day Showdown would be pretty good. She doesn't have a hot tag, but there are other people that do. She starts a showdown. Feud for me, it's a no.
Right.
I just there are better free tricksters, um, I think, or better low tier tricksters. Like my Judgment Day Rhea, I after the revamp, I would probably feud with her before Raquel.
Yeah. Yeah. I would probably not use her in feud. I won't unless she's required. I don't think I'd use her in showdown unless unless there's like a hot tag and I'm going to live, but I don't like Judgment Day live or Revenge Tour live. I know that's controversial. I know Flex has made multiple videos proving that I'm wrong. I still don't like her.
Oh, yeah.
So really, boss battle would be the mode I would lean into. I mean, I would say maybe she could be a 4 in this, but um, yeah, chat. You know, like I said, let's slow. Where you think? I'm thinking 3 personally is where this goes. Rusty, what's your if you give it the number score to it? Where you at?
I would say I agree with you on 3, but I also say I would be pretty quick to use her in Showdown if I had that Judgment Day MP boost, and if my second Judgment Day had a hot tag. I was trying to see if hot tags were even a thing when when Tech Live came out. Does she have a hot
I don't
tag?
think so because they
I
started him
don't.
with John
Yeah,
Cena, I think.
yeah, she doesn't. So I don't think any Judgment Day have hot tags. So that's a no for me as well on
Yeah.
Showdown.
Yeah, it's like we're on America's Got Talent. It's a no from me. Yeah. All right, entourage ability. I've got to remember what her entourage does. Unless you, well, no, I still need to put it on screen. So if you get it there first, you can call it out. But
Oh, it's two black MP and it's a bleed damage boost. I think of 75%.
you are right. Yep. And it's all so she's the female Shinsuke because it's moves, gems, traps, countdowns, everything. Like that. All right, not the female Shinsuke. She's the female version of Woods. She's the female version of Woods. Bleed do
Right.
75% and black. I mean that is a nice combination. It works really well on King Kong Bundy. He's going to be the most go to I think for that. But who else is doing bleed that you're focusing on right now?
Does OTC Roman use black moves to do his bleed?
Yeah, it's the
So
purple
that
black
I
set I
can't.
think.
So that would be another. I don't know that there's
Yeah.
very uh, bleed bleed moves in the game right now.
No, unfortunately, I mean, I love the bleed mechanic, but yeah, Ozzy, okay. Revamp Eddie was the first. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Kurgan. You're absolutely right. Revamped Eddie was the first hot tag.
Yeah, she's fantastic on Ozzy with
Yeah,
the boosting what the traps can do.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And that's I have not looked at that yet. So that is phenomenal. That's a great call out, Sensei Kreese. So, but at still we're at maximum talking 3 characters out of 670 plus characters. I mean, that seems
Yeah,
niche.
no, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a three. It's a very good, very niche entourage ability.
Yeah, but that's not bad. Like the 3 rating on there is not a
Nope.
bad score. That is a niche trainer, but it's very valuable when needed. Like read the definition in there
Yeah,
before people get upset with it. Like it's very important. So, all right, let's math
makes your
this
free.
thing. Go
She
ahead.
makes your free Ozzy a lot better. She's free. This is where I'm okay with these scores. She was free, and the character that she makes a lot better was also free. So
Right.
like, I'm not disappointed with the lower score, with the score under 20. I'm not. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not either. I think that's very fitting. Let me see. So on the female visual sheet at 17, that'll put her in line with, oh, that's going to be a hot button right there. Tiffy time is the other 17. Her
Well,
power was originally a 3. We need to re-rate her because now with her versatility will drop through the floor, but her power is easily a 5 out of 7 out of 7. Yeah, I mean, it's easily super high. But, oops, don't come on.
yeah. Well, Tiffy's Voltron mode, so that score is correct, but Tiffy take needs everything, right? So like out of the box, Tiffy, brr, that hadn't changed.
Right, right. So yeah, but that is I still think that's controversial. But is she the Judgment Day? Is that the name of
Yeah,
Raquel? Okay, all right, good. Because
yeah. Judgment Day, Raquel.
okay, well I'll put her here and then just put her score in, and then I'll go back in and add the video link here in just a little bit. Well, while I'm doing that, give me your final thoughts on this.
Well, I like her, and I like her for what she is. I'm not evaluating her by what she. Right? She's not my best trickster, but she doesn't need to be. She's not my best defensive, but she doesn't need to be. She's not my best judgment. Um, she's she's a cool new character for this month that looks great and is fun to play and is really strong with 99 MP. And then she goes on the shelf, and I'm okay with that.
Yep, yep, I agree. Let's agree. Well, I think that's it for this video. Hopefully, you are excited about your Raquel. The question I think with the free tiers I always ask is, am I going to use them next month? And for me, Raquel's probably not. but that's okay. Like, I'll use her when it's appropriate. Like when there's certain things that, she's going to be the right
Right.
one for. But I don't think that your B tiers always need to be world changers, because next month you have another free tier that you're going to be working on, and
Right.
so that's kind of where I'm at with her. Definitely not as good
Well,
as Brutus the Barber, but way better than Brutus the Creed. So there we go.
and here's my final thought, Lee, is she on her required tour for this month, she's been fun to play with.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's where it stands for me. She's not miserable to grind her
right.
tour where I need to use her. I'm okay with it, and she's been a lot of fun.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Send this to your faction mate who maybe's talking Raquel up way too much or talking her down way too much. Send it to him. Let him see it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.